You've probably heard quite a lot about Copilot, Microsoft's AI technology for the cloud in your PC. But you might not have heard of Copilot Vision, the spin-off of Copilot that's already on your computer. Copilot is there to answer questions or draw pictures or answer dumb questions about who would win in a fight, Wolverine or Wonder Woman. Copilot Vision is a little more practical. It's designed to look over your shoulder and offer advice. Think of it as a knowledgeable friend or coworker who can tell you what to do and even point you to what you should do next. Yes, you can ask ChatGPT what to do, but ChatGPT isn't built on your PC. It sounds exciting, and it is, but it has some limitations too. Today we're going to look at what Copilot Vision can and can't do by trying it out on a few applications. So to open Copilot Vision, you first have to open Copilot. That's the Windows key plus C, or if you have a Copilot PC, you can just tap the Copilot key. Both work just fine. Copilot Vision isn't active until you actually launch it. You may have heard of Recall, which takes snapshots of your screen every so often. This isn't it. To launch Copilot Vision, open Copilot, then click the goggles icon. Copilot then says hello. In June, Microsoft told us that Copilot Vision is available for everyone in the United States. It is, and it isn't, and we'll get to that in a second. So we're going to start off by showing off Copilot Vision working on a basic web page. So to launch Copilot Vision, again, we're hitting the Windows plus C button and the goggles icon. And with Copilot Vision, again, we have the option with sharing of Copilot Vision with a specific application or website. Copilot Vision won't work if you don't do this. Windows allows you to share up to 2 applications at a time. 1 is fine for me. There's also a test of the entire desktop that's being done in the Windows Insider program, but we're going to stick to just 1 web page for right now. So,
hey, Mark. Got your screen in view. What's on your mind today?
Yeah, so I'm looking at
anything on PCWorld or just browsing around?
That's right. We're looking at PCWorld. What story has caught your eye? What should I read?
Well, you've got some interesting options here. The news about Microsoft's new Intel-powered Surface Laptop 5G might grab your attention.
Okay, that's a good choice. Let's go ahead and open that up. Now, if you're familiar with Copilot, you know that one of the things it can do is summarize the page. You can actually see that right here, as a matter of fact. We're not going to do that, but Copilot Vision can't. It's designed to see what you can see, and some of its limitations will become fairly apparent. It will be able to probably tell us a little bit about the page. Hey, Copilot, what was the opening sentence of the story?
The opening sentence of the story is, Microsoft had a choice. Add 5G to the consumer version of the Surface laptop and its Qualcomm Snapdragon X Elite, or add 5G to the business version of the Surface laptop.
Right, and that's actually incorrect here because that's not the opening sentence here. So it's showing you what, it's showing that Copilot Vision can see certain things, but it can also make mistakes too. Copilot, can you see the entire story?
Not quite. I only have a limited view of small sections at a time, but I can help with what I can see. Let me know if there's something specific you need from the article or want to discuss.
Right, and that's actually one of the, again, that's sort of the fundamental limitation of Copilot Vision. It can only see what you can see, and that's both a plus as well as a minus. So for right now, we're going to try a traditional Microsoft Windows game, Solitaire. And let's see how Copilot Vision does here. Again, I'm opening Copilot Vision. I'm asking it to share the screen. And let's see what happens.
Hey, Mark, you're back. What's new?
I am. So I'm playing Solitaire right now. I want to know exactly what to do here. What should be my next move?
All right, Mark. Move the 9 of hearts onto the 10 of clubs. It'll free up a spot and might reveal a useful card.
Yeah, but I don't see a 9 of hearts. Where is it?
My bad. Mark, there's no 9 of hearts. You can move the 9 of spades onto the 10 of clubs, and that will open up a new card to play.
Yeah, I don't see a 9 of spades either. What about, say, I don't know, the Jack of hearts?
You can move the Jack of hearts onto the Queen of spades. That'll open up a new card.
Okay, so what you're seeing here is, unfortunately, Copilot Vision's poor object recognition. The sort of the highlighting that's being done here, including this up here, that's actually being done by the Solitaire application itself, not Copilot Vision. And this is one of the things, unfortunately, that Copilot Vision is really poor at, is just, for whatever reason, it just can't recognize objects as well as a person can. So I can go ahead and keep on trying. Copilot Vision, do you see a 7 of hearts here?
I don't see a 7 of hearts in this layout. I can help you strategize with the cards you've got. What's your next move?
No, I think that's done. We're done for right now. Thank you very much. So we've tried out Solitaire. Let's move on to another classic Microsoft game, Minesweeper. Let's see how it does there. So bring up Minesweeper, and while it's loading, we'll go ahead and ask Copilot Vision to basically access Minesweeper. And so we should be just about ready.
Yo, Mark, how's your day going?
My day's going pretty well. How's yours going?
I'm running smoothly. Thanks for asking.
That's good to know. So we're going to try a game of Minesweeper here, and I'd like some help as to what to do. What would you recommend me? What would you recommend I do first?
Start by clicking a random tile to open up some of the board.
Okay, let's do that. How about this one? All right. Now, can you see the board?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what would you recommend I do next?
I suggest you flag the squares around the 2 in the bottom row, since 2 mines are likely adjacent. Ready to give that a try?
I can, so let's see if I can figure out how to flag it with a, there we go. So I'll flag there. Would you want me to flag all 3 of these?
Yeah, go ahead and flag all 3 around the 2. Then we can...
All right, I've done that. So what next?
Okay, check the one that's right above those flags. It means there's definitely one mine touching it. Since you flagged 3, the other squares around that one should be safe to click. Ready?
Okay, so you're saying, all right, I guess I can give it a shot. Let's hope for the best. Uh-oh.
Ah, tough break. Want to give it another go? Or switch things up?
Well, I maybe would try another application, but thanks for your help. I'm not sure I'm not sure if I could have done better or not. So one of the areas in which I think Copilot Vision shines is where it's helping you use an unfamiliar application. And in this case, we're looking at Adobe Photoshop, something that I'm noddingly familiar with, but many people aren't. So let's go ahead and have Copilot Vision help us through an example. We'll open up Copilot. And have it select Photoshop.
Hey, Mark. I see you're working on something in Photoshop. Need any help with that image?
Yeah, actually I do. I've heard mention of this phrase, how to Photoshop something out of an image. And I'd like to do that for the right-hand drill brush in this image, but I'm not sure how to go about doing it. Can you help me through it?
Sure thing, Mark. Let's remove that right-hand drill brush. First, you'll want to use the lasso tool or the object selection tool to select the brush. Shall we start with that?
Yes, can you highlight it for me?
I've highlighted the lasso tool. Go ahead and click on it and then draw around the brush you want to remove. Let me know when you're ready for the next step.
Okay, I'm not really sure that actually is the highlight lasso tool. Can you actually just refer me to a keyboard shortcut that I can use instead?
Absolutely, Mark. You can simply press the L key on your keyboard to select the lasso tool. Give that a try, and let me know when you're ready to move forward.
Okay, I've selected it. How do I go ahead and proceed from here?
Great. Now carefully draw around the drill brush you want to remove.
Can I just smear the cursor over the top of it?
Absolutely.
All right, let's do that then. All right. So I've kind of highlighted this drill brush to the right here. Now what?
Great. Now that you've highlighted the drill brush, you'll want to remove it. You can do this using the Content Aware Fill feature. Go to the Edit menu at the top and select Content Aware Fill. This will bring up a new workspace. Ready to proceed?
Yeah, I am. And I see that the right-hand drill brush has vanished. How do I confirm my choice?
Awesome. To confirm your choice, just click the OK button at the bottom right of the Content-Aware Fill workspace.
Nice.
If you're set.
Okay, so we see that there is a little bit of a remnants here of the edit process. That's that pink splotch right there. But if we opened this up in a File Explorer or in Photos, we would see that in fact that right-hand drill brush has been eliminated entirely, which again is evidence that Copilot Vision can help me through something that I'm not really familiar with how to do. So I thought it did pretty well in sort of introducing novices to Adobe Photoshop. And so I'm going to ask it to do this same thing essentially for another Microsoft app. Oh, I should say a Microsoft app, Clipchamp, which is already on your PC. So I'm going to share this little bit of video file. Let's see what it can do.
What's up, Mark?
So we're in, which application are we in?
You're using Microsoft Clipchamp.
That's it. So I've got a video file here, and I haven't used Clipchamp before, and I want to put a little bit of a text overlay on top of it. How would I go about doing that?
Sure thing, Mark. On the left toolbar, click on the Text button. This will bring up options for adding text to your video. Then drag your chosen text style onto the timeline over the part of the video where you want the text to appear. Once
Okay.
it's on the timeline...
Can I drag it onto the screen, onto this main preview image as well?
Yep, you can drag the text directly onto the preview image to place it where you want it.
All right, let's do that then.
Perfect. Ready when you are.
All right, now how do I, so I've got this down here. How do I adjust the text? I don't want to say creator.
To edit the text, click directly on the text in the preview window.
All right. And I can type in something else. Yeah, it looks like it.
Awesome. You've got the hang of it. Ready?
Now, I want to add audio to this. How would I go about doing that, too?
In Clipchamp, you can add audio by going to the Your Media tab or the Content Library, where you can find sounds to use.
Yeah, I prefer to use some pre-recorded sounds. So should I go to the Content Library?
Exactly. Head to the Content Library on the left, and you'll find a variety of pre-recorded sounds. Just drag and drop the one you like onto the timeline to add it to your video.
All right, so maybe some music. We'll go ahead and, how about some happy music? Something like that. Just drag it to the timeline, you said, right?
That's right. Just drag your chosen music from the Content Library to the timeline, and it'll add the music to your video.
Okay,
Ready?
This is awfully long sample of music here. How would I go about and try to fit it to the length of the video?
You can trim the music to fit your video by dragging the end of the audio clip in the timeline to match the video's length. Just click and hold the edge of the audio clip, then drag it to where your video ends. Give it a try.
Okay, it looks like this screen that I'm showing on doesn't actually allow me to go down to the scroll bar down below. So let's see if we can, if there's a way to go ahead and skip to the end here. Let's see if I can just go all the way. We'll do it? No. Okay, well anyways, that's the problem of the interface, not from you. So anything else that I need to know about this video? I mean, what would I want to do if I wanted to publish it?
Before publishing, make sure to preview your video to check for any adjustments needed. Then click the Export button in the top right corner.
Okay.
You'll be able to choose the resolution and format for your final video. Ready to give it a try?
Yeah, I will in a couple of seconds. Maybe I'll do it on my own time, actually, instead of in front of everyone else watching this video. So thanks very much, Copilot Vision.
No worries, Mark. Anytime you need help, I'm here for you. Enjoy editing your video.
Thank you. If you're familiar with these applications, some of what I've shown you today is pretty basic. It's child's play. But for every application you know, there's probably a dozen you don't. We used to write articles about how to do things in your PC, and there's millions of TikTok videos that show you the same thing. Now, Copilot Vision's here, and it's here to help. For more about Microsoft and AI trends on the PC, keep it tuned to PCWorld.com and PCWorld's YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.